Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the perfect guidance, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that's here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity for wonderful clarity. We celebrate this opportunity to experience perfect peace. We see good in the world. We choose to experience good in the world. And we welcome wonderful clarity. So if we could breathe in, and if we could witness something, whether we see it, feel it, hear it, or know it, but it might be a movie. And in the movie, let's notice Mother Mary covered with mud. And if we could notice her being cleansed and cleared of the mud instantaneously, if we could just breathe in and witness that change. And perhaps as the camera pans around, notice that it's you who says the prayer that cleanses Mother Mary. If we could just notice that and feel perhaps the strength in our words, the strength in our hearts that create this miracle of transformation. So if we could just breathe into that, Mother Mary's calling that an illustration as she makes a point. And if we could just feel right now for anything that might feel like mud on us, mud from the past, mud from trauma, difficult childhoods that most of us had, moments of neglect, moments of violence or fury. Let's just very simply see perhaps Mother Mary then being the miracle who cleanses us of that mud. If we could just breathe in and let her clear all that off of us to feel that freedom, to feel this opportunity, to feel the good that is here. And to know, in Mother Mary's words, that good remains. So if we could just take in a breath, and perhaps if we could, to any perspective that we might have or hold, that everything in our lives is sullied by the pain of the past. If we could let Mother Mary perhaps give us a different perspective of that, like chapters, chapters in a book, but if the chapters in the book are glass. And if we could notice that part of our process of maturity, decidedly part of our spiritual practice, is to create a clear view. And if we could notice right now that we have a pretty clear view, and part of that clear view is seeing the pain of the past. And part of that clear view is letting and allowing the engagement of our free will to ask for healing. So let's do that right now with a clear view. If we could just breathe in, let's lovingly say out loud, "Thank you, Mother Mary, for being with me. Thank you, angels and guides, for being with me. I see all the pain. I hand my pain over to you. I allow all of my pain to be healed right now." Wonderful. Let's just take in a breath. And let's notice what it's like to expect nothing, but to allow everything. Let's just breathe into that. Let's just give that words. I choose to expect nothing, and I allow everything. I allow my world to change. I allow my world to change. So let's indeed notice this image and feeling of all the different chapters that are panes of glass. And if we could notice with loving attention an individual angel assigned to and cleansing, clearing, and blessing every single pane of glass. It's not year by year, it's more in segments. So there might be 30 of them, let's say. That's what's being shown. Let's just take in a breath. Let's just notice Archangel Ariel lovingly blessing and cleansing her individual pane of glass. Archangel Michael doing the same. Archangel Raphael. And if we could notice any part of us, it's like, ooh, well, what about? Let's just very simply hand everything over to the angels and notice that it's safe for care to happen. It's safe for cleansing to happen. It's safe for healing to happen. It's safe. And let's create a space of definition. And there's going to be room for us to strongly participate. But if we could say out loud, I choose for this chapter of my life, dot, dot, dot. I choose for this chapter in my life and we'll say several things to be filled with happiness, to be fulfilling, to be wonderfully creative, to be full of positive revelations, to be filled with peace, to be filled with hope, to contain great good, to be wonderfully satisfying. For my experiences to lead to great wisdom. Wonderful. Let's breathe in. Let's just allow a space for strong individualization. So if we could just acknowledge in this chapter what you choose. And let's, as an opening, let's say out loud, I choose for this chapter of my life to contain. And let's fill in the blank. Health. I'm just going to throw things out and you can say what you want. Health, peace of mind, mastery of my thoughts, relationship harmony, strong relationships, self-acceptance, intentional change, soul level evolution, sparkling intuition, pride, pride in humanity's progress, a strong sense of participation, incredible love. And let's just breathe in and just contribute anything that you want to contribute out loud, telepathically. Those might sound like my fruitful creative career, my peaceful new home, my play on Broadway, my paintings in a museum, my creative work being visible, my writing impacting others in positive ways, my feeling at home, my being part of wonderful communities, people being kind to each other, people being kind to animals, people being kind to the earth, people being kind to themselves. All of consciousness celebrating the truth. We live on a peaceful planet. We know that peace is here. We encourage rather than punish. And we celebrate. Wonderful. We'll just breathe into all that. It's a lot of stuff. But what else is there to do? Wonderful. We'll just take in a breath. And with this, with everything that's been said, this space of the different chapters as panes of glass being attended to by lots of different angels, perhaps 30 different angels, loving angels. Let's very simply help everything out, including our own souls, our own psyches. If we could lovingly forgive, and let's forgive 50% today and see what happens. If that's too much, let's do less. Let's go for 50%. Let's just take in a breath and let's say out loud, I forgive myself for everything 50% right now. I forgive everyone for everything 50% right now. I ask for forgiveness for everything 50% right now. I celebrate life 100% right now. I'm so grateful to be alive. Wonderful. Let's let Mother Mary show you all those panes of glass being clean, and also all those panes of glass, including ones that might have a few minutes ago contained pain. Let's notice that they're crystal clear. Let's perhaps notice Mother Mary standing on the other side of the 30 panes of glass, and the two of you seeing each other through all that glass, that the view is clear. Let's feel Mother Mary smiling at you as each angel holds that glass, and that she sees you. Let's just breathe into that. Let's hear Mother Mary say, I see you. And if we could say back to Mother Mary and acknowledging all the angels, I see you. Wonderful. We'll just breathe into all this. And we'll feel goodness floating, goodness abounding. And if we can notice the highest good for all these panes of glass that have been tended to, curated, and healed, perhaps they get integrated, perhaps they vanish, perhaps they become part of the atmosphere, perhaps they're put somewhere safe. Let's just breathe and notice what's true for you, what brings you the most peace. Wonderful. And with that positive movement of those panes of glass, let's notice there being no obstacle between you and Mother Mary, and letting the two of you walk toward each other. Both of you clean, there being no mud anywhere. Let's just very simply notice you and Mother Mary embracing with great richness, great love. Let's notice Mother Mary helping with whatever is happening. Be that a trigger, be that a thought, an idea that's manifesting, be that indeed a crisis, things with family, things with friends, things with loved ones, all the above. Let's notice Mother Mary being present with you, and she's here to help. And we'll notice no matter what is happening, we'll just notice this space where it's okay to be happy. It's okay for pain to heal. It's okay to be present. It's okay to receive. It's okay to transform. It's okay to love. That it's all okay. And if we could say out loud, thank you, Mother Mary. And if we could say out loud to Mother Mary, to ourselves, to the universe, let's say out loud, it's okay for me to have my own experience. I have suffered in the past. It's okay for me to heal that suffering. It's okay for me to feel good now. I choose to experience good. I choose to feel good right now. I choose. I choose. Wonderful. So if we could feel the best way to say it, if we could feel Mother Mary lovingly taking over isn't the word, but she's inhabiting. Let's let Mother Mary inhabit your voice. Let's just breathe into that. And let's notice what Mother Mary says through your voice, and we'll say these things out loud. Love, 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 love. And with your own voice, if we could say our own name, I'll demonstrate. Mark is filled with love, with your own name and your own voice. Mark is filled with love. And with your own name, we'll say out loud. Mark understands love. It's like speaking in the third person. Mark understands love. Mark is loved. Mark is. Wonderful. Let's just breathe in and feel that, what it feels like to say your own name with those dynamics, with Mother Mary inhabiting your voice. If we could feel all this goodness, all this peace, all this love, and all this joy right now. And let's let you be you and Mother Mary be Mother Mary. If you could feel her stroking your face, stroking your throat, stroking your heart, her taking care of you, just as you are. And if we could notice Mother Mary saying to you, I love you. And we'll just lovingly say back to Mother Mary, I love you. Wonderful. We'll just breathe into all this goodness, breathing into all this space, breathing into all this love. And we'll feel all the change that is here, all the goodness, all the peace, all the love, and all the joy. And to the 30 angels, to Mother Mary, to ourselves, and for this entire process, we'll say out loud, thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the lightness that exists, the cleanliness and order that exists, the harmony that is present, and the change that we've experienced. We celebrate all this goodness. We celebrate all this harmony, and we celebrate life right now. And we're so grateful for the good that is here. We're so grateful for all this goodness. And we celebrate life. And we thank once again Mother Mary, the 30 different guides. We acknowledge every single chapter of our lives. We acknowledge our evolution. We acknowledge that we are right here, right now, engaged in a spiritual activity that requires focus. And we choose to be kind to ourselves and acknowledge what is happening, that we're here. And we celebrate being here. We celebrate this opportunity and our dedication to showing up, to welcoming help, and to allowing change. And we celebrate all of that right now. And we gently and lovingly ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.